Hello, Disc Golf World. My name is Kevin Jones, and I am here with my friend Luke Humphries. Luke, how are we doing today?
Man, so good. Always a pleasure to be with you here, Kev. Watching the Majestic Middle Nine. We've got you, me, Ben Kroll, and Ryan Sheldon, two Minnesota locals. Awesome guys. Fun card.
Yeah, really good vibes on the card. We are entering the middle nine of the 27-hole layout at Blue Ribbon Pines. We've got some pretty solid scores going right now. Everybody's trying to battle for position in this A tier.
Yep. You're up top, and we're kind of all chasing you. We've got this coverage brought to you by Prodigy Discs, as well as Gotta Go, Gotta Throw, and Blue Ribbon Pines, which is this amazing property that we're out here on thanks to Ray Jordan. I am ripping on an M3. I miss my gap and get a little lucky.
Yeah, hole 10 is a really nice hole. You have the option of throwing a Heiser route that takes a little bit of grease and a little bit of a skinniness from your disc, or you can throw the left side route, which is a little bit cleaner, but maybe a tiny bit smaller.
Yep, exactly. Ben just a little low, a little turned over. He was looking like the right Heiser gap was his play. And you're going forehand left gap, is that right?
Yep, forehand F5. I think it's a safe play, but it can also get me a nice putt or even park the hole.
It's a touchy shot to be able to execute something like that. You don't see a ton of people do it. You've really been working on it. It's cool to see.
Yep, I'll take that result, though. I mean, nowhere near a birdie chance at all, but it should be easy par. There is OB on the right side of this hole that comes into play, especially if you hit a tree and shoot off to the right. That could be bad news. Like that shot right there, but that did not kick far enough to the right to be OB. He's still inbounds.
And that was so smooth again from Ryan. He's got a smash forehand. Just really fun to watch. That's a little long, and this high bucket will test his comebacker. I think he's just outside the circle there.
Yeah, that's going to be an extremely elevated putt from there.
And this is just a jump putt layup from you, not testing that basket.
Yeah,
smart.
Not even close. Just trying to put it to the stump so I can dunk it in.
I think Ben's got the same thing in mind, not messing with it, taking his 3. This is a tricky hole. It does play 0.2 strokes over par, so taking your 3 is no worries. There's 26 more to get your birdie on.
What's the handicap on this hole?
Comes in as the 12th hardest hole on the course.
So up there in difficulty on the course, probably due to the elevated basket in some form or fashion.
For sure.
But also the OB on the right side will add strokes really quickly.
Yeah, there weren't any OBs actually last round, but there were 2 OBs this round on the hole. Great putt from Ryan. Let's watch this thing again.
Very nice. And that was a true tester as well.
Yeah, awesome to watch him putt. I'd heard some things coming in about his play and his forehand, and just cool to see it happen.
Agreed.
I've got more than I want. Low ceiling. Make it happen. Stick with you. And you're letting me use your mini this round, so there'll be some exchanges.
Yeah, I can relate to that, though. Had to borrow minis quite often in my disc golf career.
And they just disappear. There's some third dimension that's got thousands of minis in it somewhere. Somebody's going to score someday and end up there.
I think you're onto something.
Yeah. I don't know where they go. I mean, yeah.
Nice.
Sick forehand from Ryan. Cool to see those slow-mos from Par Save again. They're doing an awesome job with that. Going on to hole 11.
Hole 11's our first of 3 island holes. Main job here, main task is to hit the gap however you'd like and get out in the field safe.
Yep. Just get yourself into the field and don't be long of the basket. This OB is right there within 15 feet. You can see it with those white stakes there. So
today the wind is howling out there.
Me and you walked all the way out to feel it, and I mean, left to right.
No, right to left.
Right to left.
Right to left.
Yep.
Extremely strong wind, not letting our disc finish at all. So, I mean, for us, we're just trying to throw. You threw an A2 there. I love that play. That's what I'm going to do myself. Throw that. The wind will never get under it, and it'll just kind of push it to the ground.
Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
Now, this shot is more touchy. This is a backhand shot, and he's got to make sure that the angle does exactly what it does there. He's got to make it on an Heiser angle the whole time. If it starts Heisering out, it's going to rise and go way off.
Exactly. So he's got to give it height so that the Heiser has time to continue holding and pan out. Really touchy shot. Well executed from Ben.
Yep. So this is my overstable A2 here. Task number 1, hit the gap.
Yep. Little short, but not bad. I think I threw mine on a little bit of a flatter line. Maybe got just the extra bit of distance there.
I think so. You threw a little more direct. I threw a little more timid.
Same disc, though, and when you're throwing the right disc, you get away with shots like that. This looks great. Oh, my goodness, but it just catches the top little piece. I mean, it looked like an ace line of sorts. I couldn't even really tell what it hit.
Yeah, no, I mean, from our point of view, it looked like it was testing the boundaries perfectly, not going to hit it, and it caught just some little bitty branch and totally killed its momentum and dropped him to a par.
Yeah, well, hopefully he threw that little upshot kind of short, respected the OB long, and he'll be left with a windy 15-footer. There's that spin putt from you again. So much confidence to throw a putt that hard at the OB, Kev.
Yeah, I'm so happy that the spin putt is feeling as comfortable as it is. It seems like such a valuable tool for me.
You're a crazy man.
Nice.
I was thinking to myself, like, don't even throw it half as hard as Kev. And I almost threw it too soft.
Dude, your putt, though, is just that's how your putt is. You putt it with a very nice pace, slow pace. And it's kind of your spin putt already, so no reason to try to do anything crazy like jam it.
Yep. Good putt from Ryan. That was a little tester. Nice birdie from Ben.
Yeah, they're all testers right now with the wind, how it is. Those flags aren't doing too much justice. It's very, very windy out there. 20+ mile per hour.
Yep. Gusts 30+ for sure. That was well played from our group.
Yeah, 3 birdies and a par. Not bad at all. It's easy to go out of bounds on that hole, and it's easy to have multiple putts in that wind that we were facing.
For sure. There was a triple OB and 2 double OBs, 2 sevens, 6 5s. There was a bunch of bad scores on that hole. It can add up quick if you don't get a hold of it. So can this one as well.
Yeah, very true. This hole is a nice hole. Hole 12, 350 feet. Ideal play is either a sidearm like you're lining up here or turnover backhand. It's you totally have both options.
Yep.
And we're dealing with a huge left to right wind. Luckily that D1 that you're throwing is handling the wind very nicely. That looked like it caught a good tree too.
It did. It was raising, and it definitely would have gone out of bounds long if it hadn't caught anything.
Yeah, so that wind is making it really hard to settle our discs down with speed control. It wants to just scoot them out of bounds. And going out of bounds by the basket is not good on this hole because you have to go to the drop zone if you go OB.
Yeah, you go OB right next to the bucket. It's 10 feet away. You still have to go to 50 feet and putt. And oh my gosh, that almost went in the bucket.
Yeah, Ace ran it for sure. He played it so nice too, like way out to the left like he needed to.
Yeah.
The wind just got under it.
Yeah, it was picking up speed. Kind of the same with yours.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Oh, the action is so nice there.
It just velcroed right at the bucket.
I was really nervous on whether that one was going to be safe or not. It's a big momentum shift, so being parked is huge.
Yeah, for sure. And once it goes around that corner, it's out of sight. You have no idea. You just kind of got to wait for the fans to start cheering. Smash forehand from this guy.
Needs to dig. Did that hit a tree?
It was hard to tell.
It had to hit something. That looked higher than mine.
It definitely was, yeah.
Well, some kind of weird action at the end is going to be helpful for Ryan right there, and he's looking at it inside the circle putt for birdie. Ben with the massive tailwind. Sit.
Yep.
Don't want to go double OB. That would be bad news. All right, and we have Luke here lining up a putt.
Just like a right to lefter.
Maybe some tail, but
yeah.
Actually mostly right to left. You're probably right.
Yeah, I just know I OB long.
Oh, I thought you were saying you went OB long. Nice, another slow-mo.
This was a big one for me. That tree right there, OB everywhere. I knew I had to aim right of the bucket and let the wind lift it and continue bringing it left. And that P Model S hit dead center. I'll take it.
Huge putt, man. Nice hit right there. That's what score is that going to bring you on your round?
I'm to 2 under on the round now after being 2 over through 5-6 holes. So
4 birdies picked up, and Ryan, unfortunate. And I say unfortunate because it's hard to say what the wind is doing in that scenario. It's gusting and whirlwinding, and he just missed it an inch high.
Yeah. Yeah, after being that close after the drive, he's a bit disappointed, I'm sure. Although a 3 plays good, this hole plays .34 strokes over par. There were only 17 birdies on it. And out of the 30-plus people that went OB off the tee, only 2 people were able to save their par from the drop zone putt. Paul Ulibarri and Aiden Guthrie. Our Minnesota's own Aiden Guthrie.
Yeah.
Great player, MVP sponsored player. Love to see what that guy can do in the future. He's got so much power. Fun to watch. Me and you grabbing the bird, distancing ourselves a little bit.
Sure are, and you're within 3 strokes of the lead. What are you feeling at this point, Luke?
I'm feeling like I'm kind of catching my groove. I'm a back 9 guy, and there's a back 9 after the back 9. So I'm thinking to myself, just, stick around and see what happens.
Yeah, even better. 2 back 9s to have a chance to get more birdies and up your score. And here we are. This is hole 13, major Heiser hole, and today it's playing extra hard. It's playing extra hard because we have a right to left wind of about 20-30 mile an hour.
Yeah, and if you could see my disc disappear into the sky on that Heiser, we couldn't tell what happened. I wasn't sure if I went OB by the basket or it was hard to tell what was going on.
You just played it up high, trying to swing it wide around those trees, which is what you have to do, but this wind just brought it up in the air to way too high.
And you make a good adjustment and throw yours flatter and lower than I did.
Yeah, I'm really actually not even trying to get close to the basket on this hole, but I threw a really overstable X1 and the wind carried it, kind of like I expected. Luckily, the X1's so overstable that it still made its way to the ground.
Yeah, before it got to the OB long, which does come into play if you don't get it high enough or hyzered enough and you just push it straight. You'll almost assuredly get to the OB long. That's a great spot to be in right there from Ryan. He'll be happy with that, and he'll have a jump putt for his birdie. There's Katrina Allen in the background. You can see there. She went into this round leading, trying to secure her 3rd Majestic championship.
Yeah, we'll check that out as this round finishes and see how that goes.
Yep, she's got Holly Finley in 2nd place, and then a few Minnesota girls coming up from behind. So we'll jump back in and let you guys know what happens there.
No, and that's a common spot right there for Ben. When you hit those trees and drop, you kind of have to make a jump putt through jail. Ben hit the wooden basket area right there and rolled out of bounds. Super painful.
Yeah, and I didn't learn my lesson at all and threw my layup so hard that I hit the pole and almost did exactly the same thing.
That's right.
Would have been terrible. You thinking about the wind or?
Asking if it's outside. Yeah, just straight tailwind. I mean, just get it up high on the pole.
Yep.
Never really had a chance, but on the pole is really important there. Just hit the cage and gonna get a par. Not losing too much there, I bet.
No, you're not at all. This one comes in .33 strokes over par. There were only 10 birdies on it, and only one person parked it, Joseph Eicher.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. He actually took me pike fishing today. I caught a couple pike thanks to him.
No way. Shout out. That's pretty fun. How big were those pike?
Oh, like maybe 20 inches, 25 inches.
Dude,
they were
nice.
Good size.
So many teeth in those mouths. Crazy.
Never caught them before. Cool experience. Really thankful for Mr. Eicher.
Couple hard holes in 12 and 13, but 14 is one of the easier ones.
14 is very gettable. Basically a straight putter shot. Not much else to it. There are forehand flex lines if you want to go around, but the straight putter shot is your line of choice for the most part. The fairway opens up. If you flip your disc over to the right, the fairway opens up just a little bit more, rather than if you hyzer out left, you're more likely to hit a tree.
Yep. I'm going base grip P Model S here.
That is.
Yeah, I'll take it. A little hard, bounce back off those ties a bit, but it's good.
It sure did, like a few feet, huh?
Mm-hmm. PA3 out of U.
Yeah, just not quite committed enough, and I did not execute that shot. I'll have a jump putt, though, at least. We will see Ryan here opting for the forehand flex. Not looking to be enough flex, though.
Nah, a little high. Yeah, looking for more nose down on that. Ben opting for a mid-range here. I believe this is an M3 out of him. Just feels a little better hitting the gap. He probably only has to throw this thing at 65%. Just laser straight all the way. Snuggles up to the wood. He's got 14 feet for his birdie.
That's cool, and with him choosing a mid-range, he doesn't even have to worry about height, really.
No,
Just zipped it and scooted it right up there. It was a really nice play.
yeah, exactly. This coming in is the 25th hardest hole on the course. So this is the third easiest hole. 44 people carded their birdie, and 47 were inside circle one in regulation. And wow. Long bid from Ryan, almost able to cash it just off the bands. Is this tree in your way?
Yeah, I need a late finish to the left here if I want to make this putt.
Gotcha.
Close bid, no finish though on the putt. But the bowl is nice though, because you're not gonna go way by the basket or anything. You're gonna be really close.
Mm-hmm. Played .3 strokes under par. And James Conrad was able to bang a 50-footer on it to get his birdie. David House, also shout out, 87-foot birdie, according to UDisc. That's huge, man. Good for you.
Nice.
There you go. There's some tricky putts to be had inside this little area. Those two trees to the left of the basket can totally obscure you, and can make it tricky.
Yeah. So after this somewhat easy hole, we're going to see 2 birdies and 2 pars, and that's going to bring us to another somewhat easy hole, except the basket's hanging and dangling.
Yeah, exactly. It's a pretty straightforward. If you have a good righty forehand, you should be licking your chops.
Yes, you're exactly right. And if you don't have that forehand, you're going to be opting for a turnover backhand, which I've seen work all the time, but I think it's just a slightly lower percentage shot, a little bit more difficult.
Yep, I'd agree. Just a lower percentage shot, yeah. This is a D1. I'm looking for a low skip, and this is a yank. That's not a low skip. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, not what you want on this hole.
Sorry about that, y'all.
Ben is one of the guys that's going to be opting for a backhand. It looks like he had a PA4 in his hand.
Super high.
Necessary, though. Oh, and sneaking inside.
Perfectly done from him. Is this an X1?
This is the overstable X1. This shot seems really repeatable to me. Hammer it on a flat flick, which is a very comfortable line for me, and then just watch it flare.
Yeah, perfectly done from you.
Didn't mess with any trees. Really clean line. I like that.
Yep, we should see the same out of Ryan. A little higher, but a little more angle.
No flare, though. That definitely caught some bad ground action right there.
Yeah, he could have learned a little something from yours and kept it low. I think that, that's the play, to get yourself a nice skip like that.
That's a way to guarantee it, at least. Nice upshot from you. Very important to get your par.
Yeah, I had to throw it through a bush. I knew I was going to hit some trees. I was glad to not hit many. Great putt from Ryan to the high basket. Yeah, let's see that again. He comes straight down with it, keeps that arm long, and then uses the full extension of his 6'5+ frame to just land that thing in there. Perfect putt. It barely looks like a high basket when he's standing next to it, but
yeah, because he's so tall.
It's huge. We need Emerson Keith to come in here and give us some perspective.
Oh, yeah.
Ben looking to get his bird as well after that nice turnover PA4.
And there's no stress-free putt on this basket. You're always thinking about it. There's no pole.
Right, and today it's legitimately moving.
And it was absolutely swinging today. Even on this putt right here, it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, you can see 2 to 3 inches of oscillation from side to side there. Nice cash by you. You take it out nice and gently for me. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's still moving.
My bad. Ooh, get it up.
Yeah, I know.
Good par save, though. And,
that was bad, though. I gave up one to all you guys on a really easy hole. That hole comes in over a third of a stroke under par.
Very true. You're the only par on our card there, and we didn't mention it, but you were 2 strokes back of the lead right before that hole as well.
I know, right? I'd held the box for a little while. I was putting some pressure on. I kind of let my foot off the gas a touch, but I'm hoping to jump right back on it.
Yeah, I'd expect you to, man. You're feeling it today.
Yep.
Hole 16, gorgeous hole, heading out to the open field of Blue Ribbon Pines. In the background, you can see my camper. You can see Conrad's van. I don't see Luke's van, but you also see the Blue Ribbon Pines.
Yeah, the big sign there.
The
letters.
Well, yeah, the letters as well. But the clubhouse, Blue Ribbon Pines clubhouse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, awesome clubhouse. Full pro shop, drinks, snacks, everything you need. Angie's always in there making sure everybody's having a good time. Just one of the cool perks about Blue Ribbon Pines and a private course in general. You are smashing on this thing. Maybe a little more Heiser than you wanted, but that went so far.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Getting out of the gap is goal number 1. Goal number 2 would be landing in the fairway, but that right side is all safe, and sometimes I'll have a little something from over there. It's just a safe way to play that hole, though. Ryan also opting for the flick. And here's why I love the flick. Because it just sits there just like that. That thick grass swallows the disc, and he has a money look at the basket from there.
Yeah, that's the perfect spot to be. This is another one of those times I'd be throwing that orange D1 instead of this white D1. I had to manipulate it a little bit more, turned it over more than I would have liked. So
I know how that goes, though. That disc is a little more stable than what you're wanting, a little bit less beat in. So a lot of times you're having to force it on lines, give it a little bit of extra torque so that it holds longer, or maybe extra angle.
Yeah, luckily this hole only comes in at 640. So if you've thrown your tee shot 250, you should have a reasonable opportunity getting your up and down. So I'm pretty open from here.
So going with the same disc, right?
Yep, looking to play that left fairway.
Loving it out of your hand, man. Yes, dude. So good.
Yeah, kind of hard to tell exactly where you land from back there, but I was pleased with the shot for sure.
Yeah, you were playing the outside line, though?
Yep.
Man, that you did that picture perfectly then.
Ben, fantastic looking shot as well.
Wow, very well done from Ben, and that is going to be a birdie from him.
I mean, that's just, that's a much harder shot than I played, in my opinion. To hit the gap and to turn it over, and then just to get it to land soft is just real nice. Well done from Ryan there as well to give himself an inside the circle putt at birdie. And it looks like you're going to manipulate something.
Yeah, I'm really cut off over here, but if I can flare something hard enough, I could get a putt out of this.
What is that?
Overstable X1.
Yeah.
A little too low maybe, but the thick grass is going to slow me down as well. I'm not too mad.
This is like 110.
At least.
And I thought it was in the whole way. Oh my gosh. I had the side view of it. I thought the speed was perfect. I was like, dude, Kev did it again.
I was happy with that putt. Just wanted to give it a chance. Nicely done right there from Ryan. That's going to be a birdie. And is this Ben's birdie putt as well?
Yeah. It is.
If so, then you guys...
No,
it's not. Did he hit early?
He hit something off the tee and pitched out to there, yeah.
Okay, so that's my mistake. He's going to get a par there. But, which is a great score.
Yeah, a good par from being short of the lake left where he was off the tee.
Yes.
I mean, it's basically a birdie. He played the hole in 3 strokes from a harder position.
So true.
But we are getting one on you as well.
Yeah, you are.
There's a look at the little Sexton hop I put in last year, right in that off-season time, the COVID time.
The crow hop, nice.
Yeah, Alex Russell started crushing them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I can throw Heiser forehands better. It helps me load. I stay on my back foot, and I can move all the way through. Almost anything that Nate Sexton does, if you're not at least considering it, I don't know if you're pushing your game. The man thinks through every decision he makes on the course and in his game, in his bag, and everything. I think if Nate Sexton's doing something, you need to be considering it too, and that's kind of why I did it.
I love it, Luke. I think you have a great point there. Let's not forget about this hole, though, the short island hole, number 2 island hole of 3 total at Blue Ribbon Pines. Get in bounds, and it's safe.
My goodness.
This is a turning point in the round as well. By this point, we've definitely checked U-Disc. You've got Nikola Castro storming from Chase Card, playing solid golf, trying to make an effort to make a push for this 2020 Majestic. What are you throwing here? A2?
Yeah, A2 300, and I just, oh my gosh, needed that roll that Ryan got. I think I threw it flatter out of my hand. Ryan threw it with a little more Heiser, and that was the difference right there.
Yep. We are dealing with a severe left to right tailwind here, which I would say if we had a wind, it's probably ideal.
Yeah.
Just because it's pushing our disc to the ground. In your case, it kept it and held it to the right.
Mm-hmm. It's typically a forehand for me. I switched my play on the tee box after watching how well Ryan threw it. and just got a little floaty with it. That's a great shot from you. That 350, is it 350?
300 300 PA3, really grippy.
Yeah.
Put it in the bag that day. It's stable.
So here's where you have to putt from if you miss the green. It's just outside the circle, and you're basically staring at OB.
This is for par. Count it, Luke.
Yeah, that's a big one. I hate to miss that hole. It's so short. I know I'm giving up at least one stroke to you already. It's just something I need. Thanks to Prodigy and the guys here at Par Save for putting that together. Cool little replay.
It's a good hit right there and a nice par save. Your drop zone putts have been pretty money so far, right?
Yeah, I haven't missed a drop zone putt in the tournament yet.
That's really crazy.
I've been to too many drop zones, though, I can tell you that.
That's not good. Ryan here for birdie.
Yeah,
Count it.
Well done from him. Takes advantage of the nice little roll he gets back in bounds.
And myself for birdie.
Yeah. And Ben to do the same. You guys all picking up a stroke on me. Playing the hole as you should. Hole 17 comes in over par, but with 36 birdies on it. Dude, listen to this. 62 people threw it out of bounds on this hole.
What?
62. There was 107 in the field. It's crazy.
That's a really wild stat, actually.
Yeah.
I would not have expected that, but pressure's on at this point in the round. It's not an easy island, so it does make sense.
Yeah, out of the 62, 8 were able to save the par from that drop zone.
Nice, you be one of them. That's a good save, man. Nothing easy about that.
Had to make it happen. Here we are at the driving range hole.
Driving range hole, one of the most iconic holes at Blue Ribbon Pines here in Minnesota.
Yep.
The big arms, it's just the perfect hole for big arms and for a touring pro.
And what about this wind? I mean, it's set up nice for us today.
They have the uncommon left to right tailwind on this hole today. Not ideal for this forehand, which was released at probably the fastest ever seen or in disc golf history. I wish we had a radar on that.
Alex Geisinger himself says that this man throws further forehands than him.
And that's coming from the man who was supposed to have the farthest forehand in the game. And by supposed to, I mean, like, he does, as far as I'm concerned. He throws forehands further than anybody I've ever seen in my life.
Smashes.
And I can't imagine anybody throwing further than him.
Yeah, I would have loved to have seen where that went. A little more height out of Ryan, and that would have been a bomb. Just a layup out of Ben. But
that's going to be tough from there.
Yeah, a little shorter than he would have liked. I mean, he's like 90 feet short of the creek, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Cool thing about this hole is if you get left, your attack at the green opens up just a little bit because there's that OB area right in front of the green. This is my red D2. I'm just throwing a maximum Heiser.
Look at it dancing and now staying up. Wow. 600 feet, ladies and gentlemen.
No.
I mean, what?
550.
560.
Okay.
570. It was a bomb. That's all I'm saying. Okay?
I'll take it.
Red D2 smash. I am playing the layup. I thought I turned it over for a second.
Playing the layup. If you turn over the layup, you're probably creeping into the OB area, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Well, good thing it didn't, and you executed the layup perfectly.
Yeah, that's I mean, it's totally doable, the distance for us, but I'm not, near as far of a thrower as you are, so I don't think I need to bite it off.
This was some crazy action right there from Ryan's disc. It actually landed in the OB area, which is all thick grass except for one little slab of concrete or something hard. He skips off the concrete, shoots off to the right, stays in bounds.
Yeah, I thought he was totally out of bounds so far right like that, but it opens up.
Yep, he stayed safe. And as Ryan was throwing, actually, we heard a commotion happen on the next hole, and that was Nikola Castro hitting the basket on the island hole.
Just straight up banded it. And I've pinched myself with this tree, so I'm going to try and play an FX2 force over flex. And I throw it like 10 feet low, and it goes straight out of bounds.
Worst case scenario, straight into the OB area. Not going to skip or do anything through there.
No. Now, I couldn't even hope to get a skip at that height. I knew exactly what I had done the second it left my hand. You? Nothing but a A2 approach.
It's tough to judge distance there. I did that as good as I could ever hope for.
Fantastic, especially with a new Frisbee. I gave you that before the round, right?
That's right. Another disc I put in for the round today to handle the wind.
Yeah.
A2 and 300 plastic, and he almost makes it, Ryan, for birdie.
Man, so, yeah, I've got about 60 here after going OB. I move it back probably another 6 feet just so I can jump putt. New rules let you back it up in a direct line.
Kind of left to right, tailwind kind of putt here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like the height's good, and
let's go. I needed that one.
Yeah. Big time putt right there from Luke Humphries. Just to like keep hanging around.
Yeah, 2 nice putts in back-to-back holes, and I'm still giving up 2 strokes to you. It's all I can do, but it's not good enough.
That's a really good looking putt there, man. Nice slow-mo. Wave to the crowd.
Yeah, it was kind of the combo crowd.
Yep. Chase Cart had a bunch of fans watching them.
Yeah. A little elbow taps, keeping the COVID high five safe.
Not much Ben can do about that. Who knew it was going to have that kind of action? It looked like he gave it a good bid.
Yeah, threw it high. That was just a downwind putt there he was dealing with. You go into your spinner.
Another spin putt, yes.
Yeah, just to make sure you force it in there.
Yep.
Well done from you to get that 3, and you make that hole look really easy, and it becomes easy with a drive like you threw.
It helps a lot.
Yep.
Crossing the creek and getting as much distance as possible is big time on that hole.
Yep.
And that is hole 18. This is going to be the final hole of our part 2 coverage of the final round of the Minnesota Majestic. Today on commentary, Kevin Jones, myself, and Luke Humphries, bringing you guys the action. Huge thanks to Parsave Production for bringing us this coverage, this beautiful coverage of 4 cameras on lead card.
Yep.
Some awesome stuff.
Fantastic stuff. Good slow-mos. Thank you also to Blue Ribbon Pines and Gotta Go, Gotta Throw. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thanks for sticking around and watching this with me and Kev. Hope to see you here again for the final 9 of the final round.